and don't touch it, and then it'll
go straight again.
Yeah, well, wherever you angle it, it'll stay on that angle.
Right here behind me, 2022 Toyota Tundra SR5. Wanted to bring you the base Tundra, what that looks like, what that's like, and then we'll move on to the higher end trims as they come along. What do we get from Toyota in 2022 with the all new Tundra design? Well, I wanted to start off with the bed because it's really cool. So let's take a look right here. You'll notice right away it's got this really interesting lip.
And that's because this is actually an aerodynamic design. Yeah, that's right. This is a spoiler on the truck. And as well as this is up here too.
And you're probably wondering to yourself, why? How is that a spoiler? What? It's like a little lip. Well, it's aerodynamically designed. Toyota designed the shark fin antenna with the third brake lights, as well as that cut in the roof with this lip, and it keeps the airflow just flowing right down past here, and it lifts up right there.
And it keeps that air turbulence from building up in your bed, knocking all your stuff out. It's a really cool design, very thoughtful, and another reason why Toyota's awesome. Of course, unlock it. You have your soft open tailgate with the electronic locking tailgate as well. And it comes lined, so you do not have to worry about scratching your brand new truck bed. Another really cool thing is the fact that you can see the frame. It's like exposed. So this is that new ladder frame design from Toyota, and you can really see it. And some people wonder, why is it that high off the frame? Why is the body that high? And well, Toyota knows what they're doing. So to ensure the truck bed has enough flex when you're off-roading, they give you that gap. Now, without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. Gone is that glorious 5.7 liter V8 that has been housed in the Tundra for a decade plus. Now, the 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 that is good for both more power, more torque, and better fuel economy than the outgoing 5.7 liter V8. So yes, you no longer get V8 grumble noises, but now you get turbo V6 noises, which honestly still sounds really cool. And this truck still sounds really good. So what are the power figures?
Well, the base SR5 is rated for around 389 horsepower at 5,200 RPM and 479 torque. That is way more power and torque than the outgoing 5.7 V8, and that's why they made the switch to the twin turbo V6. So yes, it's smaller, it is a V6, but you get better gas mileage, better torque, better horsepower. I mean, it's a win-win-win. You really can't be mad at that.
When you throw on the hybrid system for the new iForce Max, you get even more power and torque. It's pretty cool.
All right, what do we get in the Tundra SR5 for space? Well, as you know, or don't know, I'm not short, 6'1", pretty tall guy, lanky, and I fit back here really well. As you can see, seats at normal rest position, and I can open and close freely. I have quite a bit of room between my knees. Yes, it's about 1.5 inches smaller on the actual cabin than the outgoing 21. That has to do with just the way it's designed, and airbags and stuff. But it still has plenty of room, and that just shows you how absurdly large it already is. I mean, look at that. That's insane. Plenty of room for the largest of people and the smallest of people and all your stuff. As you can see, I've got my camera bag, and it looks very small in relation to the seat. So, tons of room back here. Check out the screen. That's your normal screen that you're going to get on the base SR5. Not that glorious 14.3 inch screen that everybody is excited about. Your center console out, and boom, gives you instant cubby hole access to your interior ports of your center console, as well as, if you can see the charging ports. You got your normal USB 2.0, USB-C, coin holders right here too. So it's got a lot of instant access space, just like that. Very nice stuff. Here we are on the driver's seat. You have your nice standard dash, 4.2-inch screen in the middle. Now for the new trucks, they are now a electronic steering. So, let me, you can see them here. You may not be aware of this, the outgoing models, the main reason why the Tundras didn't get the same safety technology as all of the other fleet of Toyotas is because of their steering system. The previous models, they still used your normal hydraulic power steering system. The new model is now a fully electronic system, electronic rack, just like in all their cars. So that allows Toyota to now use their lane tracing alert with steering assist on this big truck. It's pretty cool stuff. And you get the same full speed dynamic range cruise control now. So now you have the full Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 suite that you would normally get on the cars. It's now on the truck. It's pretty cool. And it really gives you just a lot of safety features. So you get that lane tracing alert with steering assist. You've got the full speed dynamic range cruise control. You've got your pre-collision system that can reduce speed by about 20 miles an hour in the event of an imminent collision. This one is equipped with the optional blind spot monitoring and the rear cross traffic alert. So again, the truck's loaded. It's got all the safety bells and whistles that you would want on a modern vehicle. It's pretty cool stuff. Is this drive mode select? So you'll see it's got drive mode select, it starts turned on, and you also got the tow haul mode. Cool thing for the tow haul mode from Toyota, the new Tundra also integrates its own towing assist, pretty much.
Backing the boat into a dock and you want to make an adjustment, you can turn the wheel and don't touch it, and then it'll
go straight again.
Yeah, well, wherever you angle it, it'll stay on that angle.
And this is pretty cool.
Yeah. Good job. So you can come to a stop. Take this back home.
In its own towing assist, to where it actually will not only can it level the load and keep the back of the bed level, it's an optional for the Tundras, it can also assist you, your trailer sway control can assist the truck and the driver as you're moving along the road to prevent the trailer from causing the truck to sway uncontrollably. It's really smart, really trick stuff, and it can also assist you as you're backing up the trailer to make sure it stays straight on the guided path. It's crazy good tech. Toyota's really looking out for their drivers, both the average driver and your tow haul guys, you know, your professional tow drivers, truck drivers, should say. For the drive mode select, what do you get? So when you turn the knob here, so you got normal mode, you've got eco, normal, and sport. And they all make a drastic difference as to how the truck feels. I recommend just leaving the truck in sport, honestly. Like, unless you're going like long distance and you really need to maximize your gas mileage, if you really want to feel that same torque, that same grunt that you would get out of the V8, leave it in torque. Leave it in sport mode, you'll be very satisfied. So enough talking, let's go for a drive. All right. So here we are driving through a parking lot. Probably a good example of just how nimble and smooth the truck suspension is. There's a speed bump I just ran over, and it's really, really, really nice. I'm in the process of doing something really, really nice. And right now, this is like so smooth. Like, it takes these speed bumps with ease. Right now, I'm just cruising around. I am in sport mode, and it's really smooth. Like, it is, I keep saying it's so smooth because, you know, you drive a lot of trucks, you drive a lot of the American trucks, the Silverados, your F-150s, and even some of the import trucks, you know, the Titans, and even the Ram, well, the Ram's really an import truck, but, and it's just so much smoother than those trucks. So right now in sport mode, the pickup, smooth, serene, plenty of torque, plenty of power. Like, it really makes the V8 feel like it's from the last millennium. I'm sorry, and I'm a V8 guy. I love V8s, but I also really like turbo engines because I get it. I understand them. The torque and the power delivery is so good. And the way this one is tuned, there's no lag. Like, there's no lag, and they made it to where the turbos, they're properly sized. and it hits immediately, so it gives you that spool and that lag right down low where you want it, especially if you're towing or doing any off-road work. I mean, just look at that, just effortlessly. It's so nice. Like, I love the torque. But back to the suspension. Super smooth suspension. The steering is like, it doesn't feel like you're driving a truck. So I'm gonna turn on the steering aids here. It's actually already on. And there it goes. Very nice. Very nice. Another thing to talk about for the 22 Tundra is the new updated infotainment system. So it's an all new system for 2022. I'll get a shot of that for you guys. And it's nice. It looks way better than the old ones. It's a lot more intuitive. It's easier to use. You have a lot more features and functions. And they just laid it out in a way that's pretty cool. Also, it is driver specific. So you can set custom profiles by the driver. And it can recognize the driver either by the memory seat, if you have memory seats. The SR5 does not have memory seats. So that is something to say, that the SR5 is manual seat only. If you want to get powered seats, you do have to move up to the limited. That's just how the way Toyota did it. Probably because the main buyers for an SR and SR5 is probably going to be hotshot drivers, work trucks, you know, that sort of thing, where they don't really need, they just want a good truck chassis to do the work for them. So right there, nice sharp turn, beautifully made. And like I said, I just leave it in sport mode because there's no reason to have it anywhere else unless I'm trying to maximize my gas mileage. Normal is just boring, and Echo, it's going to be a lot more sluggish because it's maximizing your gas mileage. So you don't buy a truck for gas mileage, but it still gets really good rating. The exact mile per gallon rating hasn't quite been released for the hybrids, but yes, so it does get really, really good gas mileage. It's a pretty cool thing. I love this thing. Like, and I'm not a truck guy, but I really like the new Tundra. From a driving standpoint, it drives better than any other truck I've ever been in. I mean, listen to that torque, that get up. And then you've got good brakes. You've got your road sign assistance. So it'll read the top 4 road signs. I mean, wow. Toyota did a really good job with this chassis. You've got your ladder frame. You've got your multi-link suspension, which in the front, and then you got your independent coil spring in the rear, which is nice for a truck because it's no longer a leaf spring. So and that's why this truck handles so well and rides so smooth, is it no longer has a leaf spring in the back. It's got proper independent suspension, independent coils in the back, like you would find on a car. And it's really, really cool. And this is a two-wheel drive, and it still handles great. You've got your electronic diff is an option if you get the 4-wheel drives, of course. And man, I just, enough can't be said for about how smooth and good this truck drives. Like, it's really good. You definitely need to get your hands on one to come drive it. This one is here, it is available, and I do recommend coming to see me to drive it while it's still here. But yeah, so I had to make this awesome video because it's not very often that there's a Tundra, 22 Tundra that's available to drive, because they usually sell or come in already sold. So yes, on the highway, on the road, off-road, towing, whatever it is, this new Tundra is amazing, and I highly regard it. It's awesome. I recommend it. It blows every other truck out of the water by far. And Ford, you have a long way to go. Chevy, you've got a long way to go. Ram, not as far to go. Ram has had a better riding suspension for a while now, but in terms of just the overall refinement and just how good this chassis is, they've got a long way to go still. So I just wanted to take the time to make this quick video because, well, I haven't had a chance to, and I finally have. And that's it. That's the 2022 Toyota Tundra. Just a quick drive explanation of what it's about, and it's amazing. Toyota did a really good job with this truck. It's really, really, really nice. I highly recommend it. Anyway, thanks again for checking this video out. Remember to drop us a like, subscribe, do something awesome. Peace. I counted. I don't know why I counted. Anyway, peace.